Good morning, babes. It is Thursday. Welcome. It's a little cool out, but we're surviving. It's a lot warmer than the last 2 days. How you doing, Cap?
I'm doing well. Excited. It's a great day. I
Yep.
had shorts on. Me and Mr. Robinson rocking shorts. Let's
You
go.
guys are wearing shorts. You're those shorts every day of the week, all year long, huh?
I wore pants the past few
Oh,
days. It was pretty chilly.
oh, okay. But today you are wearing shorts. That means we're gonna have a great day, doesn't it?
It is.
All right, all right. So remote learners, in-person learners, continue to just work your best, right? Listen to your teachers, follow their instruction, engage in the lesson. That means do the assignment, communicate with peers, talk to your peers, to your teachers, get involved in the assignment. That's going to keep you engaged. Excuse me, and you're going to have more fun during that whole learning process.
Hey,
So whether you're remote or in person, yeah, go ahead.
And if you're not sure, just ask questions. You can send your teacher an email. You don't have to just unmute yourself and kind of talk over something, because that usually gets frustrating. Type it in the chat, send an email, ask questions if you don't understand something, so you can get your work done. Because soon, very soon, we're going to try to bring more people into the building, I think, right?
That's right.
So let's go. We're ready to have you. I can't wait to start seeing more people.
Yeah.
Until then, get a few more weeks until break. Finish strong. Let's go.
All right. I love it. I love it. And so also last night was parent-teacher conferences, meaning that, your parents or your guardians now know what you need to work on. So now you can have that wraparound support to make sure that everyone's aiming towards the same goal, to make sure that you're as successful as possible, right? So that's the great part about Bates community. Everyone gets involved. All right. So, we've been talking about houses. Yesterday, we talked about the defending champion Amistad House, the Red House. Today, we're going to talk about the inaugural championship house, Izabindi. And so, what does inaugural mean? Izabindi.
Oh.
All right. So, what does inaugural mean?
First. Initial.
The first, right?
Yeah.
So, it was last year was the first year we rolled out the house system, or 2 years ago, and then Izabindi won. So it is the green house. It is my house. I have my Izabindi tie on. So I am excited about today. And we're going to learn a little bit more about the Izabindi house. So I am going to share my screen. Hopefully this goes smoother than yesterday. All right, here we are. We did it. So Izabindi, or when we go down the hallways, we always say, is a what? Izabindi, right? It's a common chant. This is the house of courage. Its heritage comes from South Africa, and the language actually should say Zulu, not Zufu, Zulu, which is. And Kat was telling me a little bit about the Zulu warrior, which is pretty cool. I didn't know about that.
A long, long time ago, the Zulu warriors were one of the most feared tribes in all of Africa. Just fierce, strong, powerful warriors that were just feared across the land. They are incredible, the Zulu warriors. So it's something to take a lot of pride in.
Yeah, absolutely. So those warriors, right, their power was the strength and courage of a lion. That's how they survived. So they needed that strength and that courage to survive. Another symbolic animal is the mute swan. So the mute swan is known for being, I don't want to say territorial, but protective of their flock. All right. So they stay in pairs, the same as the lion, right? The pride of lions. So two animals that are very family based, or, like we continue to say community based, that they look out for one another. So that's why these animals were chosen to represent the House of Izabindi.
Mm-hmm. So, you know what? A lot of people don't think of strength when they think of swans, but really swans are incredibly tough, and protective. And kids, if you ever see a swan, do not go up to it. They're aggressive, but again, they're protective. They're not afraid of anything.
Correct.
So that's where they fit very well in. You think of a lion, you think of power, and you think of strength. Swans are just as powerful in their own right. So again, but like you said, family. So they live in, I don't know what you would call a pride of swans, but a pack. And lions stay together too.
Flock of swan?
Flock of swans?
That was a question. That's a trivia question. Someone tell us what a swan flocks in.
But again, they travel in groups. They stay together. They work together. And again, with courage. They're not afraid to do things that scare them, just like kids from Izabindi.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for sharing. So then here we have the house crest. So as Kat was talking about was the Zulu axe, right? This ancient warrior tribe from South Africa, and they have the power to stand firm. All right, they're dedicated to their family, like we talked about with the lion, right? The pride of lions. And the ebony tree, it's an awe-inspiring beauty. And the green is what's chosen is because the rich and abundant resources of Africa. So clearly, South Africa and African traditions really take pride, in their culture, and this is what Izibindi represents. And again, the power to stand firm, like we said, and which is really courage, right, Kat? Power to stand firm.
Yeah. So you know what? It's doing the right thing in a hard situation. It's seeing something that's not okay. Maybe, and it does happen. Somebody's maybe not being nice, and that person is somebody you really like. That's not being nice. It's having the courage to stand up to somebody that you really care about and say, "Hey, that's not all right," and taking chances. This works really hard. I don't necessarily understand all of it, but I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna see somebody on another team at kickball knock it out of the park, and you know what? I'm gonna say, "Hey, great job. I'm proud of you." It's just doing things that are hard that you maybe don't like, and just doing the right thing all the time.
Yeah, in the last year we talked about, bullying, right? It's that repeated power struggle, one person over another. We talked about how, it takes a lot of courage to stand up to a bully. If you see someone else being bullied and, report that to, someone. So, again, it all ties into what we do here at Bates.
Always, yeah.
Always, yeah. And so, as Kat said at the beginning, and as I said as well, when we're walking down the hallway and you see two Izabindi members walk by each other, one might say, "Is a what?" And the other would respond,
"Izabindi."
Even though Kat is from Revere, she will play along. So that's a cool little cheer that all Izabindi members do.
I was being courageous, Mr. Robinson.
Yeah. And then here we have the symbol. And actually, I think Miss Traxler does probably the best job of flashing this. That's her go-to. So, it was fate that she was introduced to Izabindi. She did not choose it. So, that's how it works here at Bates, right? You just fall into whatever house. It works by fate.
Yep.
All right. So that is the house of Izabindi. Tomorrow, we're going to discuss, you want to go with Revere or Altarismo? We get one of each back there. All right, we'll represent Altarismo tomorrow. What's that, Mr. Robinson?
I said Altarismo all day.
All right, so tomorrow we'll represent Altarismo, the Black House. We'll learn a little bit more about their culture and what it represents and why it's so meaningful here within our house system. All right, awesome. So Mr. Robinson, you came at a good time. You want to take it away?
Yeah, I have a quick shout out though, Mr. S. I don't know if you have those pictures or not. It's okay if you don't.
I do. I do have them. I will show them tomorrow.
Awesome, great, thank you. But I did want to shout out to Rose.
Yep.
Great job on your PE karate. I love that you had your family doing it with you. That was so awesome. So keep it up. I'd love to see some other families doing their karate. There'll be a new karate lesson coming out later today. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. And now that is going to wrap up your announcements for today. And as always, it's a great day to be great. Go Pats.